Okay, so I've gone back to 180 degrees out for tool 4, which is 1 and 4 are your tools again. So we've gone to tool 4, and it's at 180, which is 180 degrees out from 0. This is still selected B. Now as soon as I select another axis, you'll hear a little thump, and then this will go to the lock, and then the B position is locked in. Let's see. Now the coolant manifolds support even more coolant than you've got, big hoses, so you can run that in. I'm going to go stop this one, tool 4 stop. I'm going to select tool 1, enter, cycle, and then when this is in position, it'll move quickly back over to this side. This is where the ball for the Kelset goes in. You remove this, and the Kelset touch-off ball for sizing the wheel pokes in there. And the Kelset, it's pretty self-explanatory. It works in tool 0, and when you cycle it, it tells you to approach the wheel. You do it obviously without the wheel moving. It tells you to approach the wheel straight on, and then to the left, and then to the right. And it'll come in, and it'll touch, and it'll stop, move away, touch, and stop. And should be, let's see, I've got it here. And this just bolts on to one of the fixtures. And plugs in. I don't even remember where it plugs in here. I believe it's at the end of the bed. I believe it's in this one here. And when it's in, it's an automated process, and that will go on. It goes on this fixture, bolts on the Kelset, clamps on there. What I have on here is a fixture for making a part that took advantage of that. That'll come with it, obviously, so you can do whatever you need with that, if it's useful or not. But that's a sliding fixture. You just set it close, and bolts onto the bed, and then you put the Kelset on it. Put the ball from the Kelset is in this tube, and that bolts into that hole, and then it goes right through the process of Kelsetting, and that gives you an exact starting diameter of the wheel and size of width of the wheel. If you have a square wheel, it's not dressed. Again, if you do a profile wheel, you're going to have to think about how you use the Kelset and what features you want to use to set that and how to touch on them. If you do automatic dressing cycles, by the amount that you select in the dress cycle, it will automatically decrease the diameter of the wheel using the dress cycles. Whether you trust that or not, you have to know how many parts you want to run between dress cycles, so that that stays accurate, because obviously the wheel wears during grinding too, so you lose a little wheel diameter with each part. Anyways, that's hope that kind of explains the basics of this, and I'll try and let's see if we can do a manual mode.